Hey guys, it's me, Sam Lant. I'm here with Zion I at SnowGlobe. Let me just get you guys to introduce yourselves.
What's up, Zombie Zion I crew?
Amp Live.
Very nice. So this is your second year at SnowGlobe, and I want to talk about the first year really quick. Last year during your performance, there were so many people, you broke the tent. How did you know that was happening when you were on stage?
What's so crazy to me is that we were rocking and it was a great crowd, great energy, and all of a sudden, like, I saw people in the back, and I was like, oh, they put a mirror there. That's crazy. Like, I thought they had put a mirror in the back to make it look bigger than it was, but the tent had broken. I didn't even know till they were like, the tent broke, and I was like, oh, I was tripping. Because I was just rapping. I just wasn't, paying attention. I was like, damn, I got a mirror there. That's crazy. And I just kept busting. But it was like the overflow and the intense energy everybody is like, it's crazy up here, man. It's great.
I think the other thing, it was like the sum of a whole bunch of stuff happening because the weather was so cold that people wanted to get inside. So it was like that, along with like our fans coming in, just made it just like get big.
Well, and you got invited back again, but this year they couldn't have you in small tents. They didn't want to repeat. They put you on the main stage. So what was it like being invited back to SnowGlobe?
That was great. It's always good, like when people appreciate what you do and they want to see you again. So I think it was great, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, it feels good, man. Like the crowd. I was actually worried that because we went on early, like 5 o'clock, 5:15. I was like, man, nobody's gonna be here. But there's thousands of people out there, so it was just as dope, if not a little doper than last year to me.
Very nice. So what can we expect in the future with new music-wise? I hear you have a new EP coming out.
Free EP coming out January 14th called Masters of Ceremony. We're doing a series of EPs. Basically, I'd say like 4 to 6 weeks, we're going to drop a new EP next year. So there'll be like 3 between, January, probably March, and then probably late April, early May.
And how long have you been working on these EPs?
Just mostly this year.
Nice. And then, based on the EP, you're doing a Masters of Ceremony tour. What can the fans expect with the tour?
It's going to be fresh, man. We got our homie from Seattle, Soul, coming out with us. He's a young dude. He's real dope, real good energy guy, conscious, but like very skillful. A lot of talk about life. Got our homie Mike Smith from Oakland coming out. He's like a EDM / like trap producer, DJ guy. So it should be a fun tour, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of energy on stage.
Do you have the city set yet?
Yeah, but I couldn't tell you what they are off the top of my head. But we have them on our website.
What is the website?
ZionICrew.com.
Perfect. Go to ZionICrew.com. Get your tickets for the tour. They're going to go on sale, and they're going to sell out fast, I'm assuming. So, now, what animal would you say best describes your show?
What animal describes the show? I want to hear what he has to say. I got one.
What animal describes our show? Probably, I would say a cheetah, because it goes fast, and then it slows down, chills for a second, and then goes fast again.
I would say a dolphin, because it's like a super powerful swimmer. Could kill sharks, whatever, kill sharks, but they're peaceful creatures, and they like seek to like try to, they interact with humans very well. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
How did both of you get started in the music industry?
I was writing raps before, like, I would say like sophomore year of high school, I started writing raps, but I didn't really take it serious. It was just fun. Then I went to college. I met Amp. I lived on the 3rd floor. You lived on the 4th floor. In the same room.
Yeah.
He was already making beats. I had been rapping, and we formed a group with 2 other guys, and we just kept working on music. We've been working since then. That was like 92. We formed a group. Damn.
What is one of your favorite pieces of equipment you use when producing music?
Oh, like just general or just right now?
In general or right now?
Well, I started out with the MPC 3000 and a Sonic EPS keyboard, and that like really held it down for a while, and now, I think they got so many controllers that kind of do what they do, so it's like, having drum pads and then like a way to like flip stuff live while you're doing music is is tight. So
Yeah, during your performance, I saw there was two like white pads, and it seemed like it had drum pads on it, and then it also had the what? How long have you been using that for?
For a few years. Those are called MIDI fighters. A company called DJ Tech Tools custom made them for me. So that's why I use just to like have some fun and play stuff live. And then I also do like custom controllers. So I got like an MPC that I've tweaked out, and MPC guitar and all kinds of stuff.
And then, do you have any like genres of music that you don't think your fans would expect that you listen to?
I don't know if I should say it honestly, but yeah, definitely. I listen to everything. I grew up on everything, and I listen to everything. I think every genre of music has got a message and a certain vibe. It just matters, you know. Like, I mean, I'm from Texas originally, so I grew up on country music, blues, and gospel. And then my mom used to take me to classical concerts all the time. But then it's like, you know, I'm from a soulful black family, so I had a lot of soul music, a lot of like hip hop, you know.
Do you feel that all these different genres influence your music?
Yes, definitely. And I think right now, during this time, with the new generations coming up, they're already like that. So I think it just all kind of fits. I think back in the day when we first started, it was a little bit more different for somebody to listen to everything. People are a little bit more like straightforward. But I think nowadays with the, you know, we call it the iPod generation in a way. Like, people just listen to everything. So I think they're more accepting of like different genres.
And with your music, you fit into so many different genres, and you're welcome to so many different music communities. How does it feel performing at all these different types of festivals, from EDM to reggae to hip hop?
Oh, I would, you know, it's definitely a blessing, but it really speaks to how we vibe off music. Because, like you said, he listens to everything. I'm the same way. That's probably why we ever connected on music in the first place, because our tastes are kind of eclectic for what community we come from. But then it's like we're also based in the community, so we have like this outreach back and forth. And also, man, like the people we go out with, like Bass Nectar and Revolution, like these are all people that we met on musical terms, but they're like our homies. You know what I'm saying? They're like good people, and we work with people that we always respect as friends first. You know what I'm saying? We don't like, there's been times we try to get people like on a track, but it's hard to do that if you're not cool. Usually it doesn't work out. So most of the music we make with other people are people that we've met along the road somewhere, and it's like, oh man, those folks are cool, man, let's do something with them. And so it's always a back and forth rapport, you know what I mean?
Is there an artist that you haven't worked with yet, but you'd really like to do a collab with?
I mean, there's a lot of artists like that. I mean, I'd like to do something with Mos Def, Andre 3000. I like to do something with a dude like Earl Sweatshirt. Like, there's a million guys, Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? There's so many dope artists out there that I respect. You know, I know.
Yeah, same thing. Like, you know, a lot of the new cats are out, and Jay-Z, out of anybody, that would be hot, because you know whatever he does is just gonna be almost perfect, you know. So.
Definitely. So I do a segment called Quick Questions. It's basically random questions that have nothing to do with anything. Don't think about your answer, just spit it out. We'll start on this side, answer one, and then we'll go to this side, answer one, and back and forth. Would you rather live in a bird's nest or an anthill?
Bird's nest.
If you were a dinosaur, would you rather be a carnivore or an herbivore? Would you rather eat a giant Oreo or 100 double stuffed Oreos?
Ooh. Giant Oreo? Question mark.
Would you rather be Santa Claus or one of his reindeer?
Santa Claus.
Jelly beans or Jelly Belly?
Belly.
Barney or My Little Pony?
My Little Pony.
Puppy or crocodile?
Puppy.
Noodles or rice?
Noodles.
Intergalactic or sub-universe?
Wait a minute. What is sub-universe? Okay, intergalactic.
I was thinking sub-universe would be like a different universe. It's kind of something I created this morning.
Okay.
Ronald Reagan or George Washington?
Ronald Reagan.
Sergeant or lieutenant?
Sergeant.
ABC or CBA?
What?
ABC or CBA?
CBA.
What is one fact about cheetahs? I'm going to have you answer this because you think the show is more cheetahs.
What is one fact that nobody knows, or just
Or
period?
just any fact you can think of about a cheetah.
They have to stop really quickly, a lot quicker than people think, because they're running so fast.
Do you like spaghetti?
I love spaghetti.
What would you put in a piñata besides candy?
Condoms. I just had to throw you off.
Sounds like a little bit of a Project X piñata there. So I'm going to have both of you reach in and grab one or two questions.
One or two?
One or two. Choose however many you want.
Two? I'll take one.
And then you can pick yours while he's reading and answering.
All right. It's Saturday morning. What is the first thing you do when you wake up? Saturday morning? I usually go to Tai Chi Saturday morning, so I usually get up, give my son some breakfast, get dressed, take a shower, get dressed, and go to Tai Chi.
How long have you been doing Tai Chi for?
Like 3 years on this current round. I did some before earlier years ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the other one?
Oh, both? Okay. Tell us about the last time you had to ask for help. Man, I always had to ask for help. I mean, I had to ask for help on stage. Like, I got off stage, and I didn't know where my hat and my, what's the name were. So I asked my homie Anthony to get it. Couldn't find it, of course, but we come back here, and one of the other homies, Christina, has it. So, yeah, help is something I'm very willing to ask for, and I try to give it, too.
That's good. And then you are...
I wish everyone would blank. So, I wish everyone would try to understand each other, I guess. Like, you could feel the way you want to feel, but just try to understand somebody else's point of view, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And now let's have you do one more of these.
One more? What is the worst date you have ever been on? Holy cow.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth, man.
A date? Does it have to be a date or just an experience?
It could be an experience. I'll give you experience.
Well, I met this female, and I think she tried to set me up to get robbed and jacked.
Oh, that's got to take the cake right there. I have to say that's the worst I've ever heard.
Happened in another country, so I barely got out of that situation.
That is crazy. Well, it has been great meeting both of you. It was an amazing show. I loved all the energy you had. Before we go, let's have you shout out all your social medias, SoundCloud, website again.
Okay, website, ZionICrew.com, Facebook, ZionICrew, Twitter, @ZionI, Instagram, Zion_I_crew, and then the SoundCloud is, I think, The Real ZionI.
Well, that was our interview with the Zion I. You guys go enjoy the rest of the festival. I'm sure there's some other artists you want to check out, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, man.